legal symposium, the first of its kind in Redeemers International High School. Make some noise, please.
That you have specifically designed that will come together and have.
Like I said, when you are faced with such an issue of cyberbullying and information of cyberbullying is bullying through the internet. Please clap for her. So today we'll learn what cyberbullying is and how we can react to it, how we can stop it, how we can reduce it, and what we can do legally when we are bullied on social media. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ifai Modi Oromorise Natasha. I was once a senior prefect female in this high school, and there are some distinguished people in our midst. I want to recognize the principal, Mr. Samuel Ajiboye, winner of this program. Please put your hands together. And in our midst, we also have the Secretary General, who is Ike Chukwuka. We have the Director of Sports, and there's also the guest of honor, Mrs. Urogene, there are also some alumni in our midst. This is the welcome address. She's going to be taken by Wonders.
Good afternoon, everyone. Properly addressed, and please permit the moderator. In our midst is the Assistant Secretary of Laws and Delso Chapter, in the person of Miss Onyeke Grace Favor. Please let's put our hands together for her. Esteemed speakers and honored participants, with all protocols duly observed, it is with great sense of pleasure and a deep sense of honor that I extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you at this esteemed symposium. As we gather within these walls, we stand on the threshold of a profound intellectual journey, a convergence of minds and ideas that promises to illuminate new paths and shape the future. Our presence here today signifies a collective commitment to the pursuit of knowledge, the exchange of ideas, and the exploration of uncharted territories. This symposium stands as a testament that arises from the amalgamation of diverse thoughts, expertise, and experiences. The theme of this gathering encapsulates the very essence of our shared purpose. A purpose that calls upon us to transcend boundaries, challenge existing paradigms, and foster an environment where innovation thrives. In the next few hours, we will immerse ourselves in discussions that challenges the status quo, workshops that inspire creativity, and presentations that herald groundbreaking discoveries. Let us therefore embrace this opportunity to engage in meaningful dialogues to learn from one another and to forge alliances that transcend the confines of this symposium. It is within this exchange of ideas and celebration of our differences that the seeds of progress and innovations are shown. I implore each and every one of you to partake in this intellectual banquet, to absorb the shared knowledge, to contribute your unique perceptions to this collective tapestry of learning and growth. Before concluding, I express my sincere appreciation to all participants, speakers, sponsors, and organizers whose dedication and support has brought this symposium to fruition. Your collective efforts have made this gathering possible, and it is with your contribution that we embark on this enriching journey together. In closing, I welcome you all again to this symposium, urging you to make the most of this platform, a platform that is poised to be a cornerstone in the edifice of our shared intellectual progress. Thank you, and let us commence this symposium with enthusiasm. enthusiasm, collaboration, and a shared commitment to furthering knowledge and innovation. Welcome.
Okay, we'll be going into the Symposium Delsu chapter in the person of Ikechukwu Pascal. He is also a honorable member. Put your hands together for him.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. This symposium is cyberbullying and their legal implications. It is important as students and as young people you understand the legal implication of the things we do, not just on the internet, but what we do as a person. And it is important to note that every action we take has a legal implication, and that is why you need a lawyer. Are you hearing me? Yes, you need a lawyer. The services of a lawyer cannot be overemphasized. As a matter of fact, you need a lawyer more than you need a doctor. I believe we are all Christians, and we all believe that we can never be sick, isn't it? Yes. But even Jesus said that in this world we will get into trouble, so you need a lawyer to come out of the trouble. So Jesus emphasized the importance of lawyers in the society. And that is what we are going to be learning today. So cyberbullying and the legal implications. But before we start, we first have to understand or have a comprehensive definition of what cyberbullying means. What is cyberbullying? Simply put, it refers to the use of technology such as social media, emails, text messages to deliberately and repeatedly harass, intimidate, or threaten another person. Cyberbullying means intimidation, but it is done online. It is what you do on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on TikTok, on X, which was Twitter. Yes, you can intimidate people, and there are laws governing cyberbullying. And cyberbullying can take many forms, such as posting embarrassing, false, or hateful messages about someone online, impersonating them, trying to impersonate them, to do fraud. Sending sexually explicit images of them without their consent or spreading rumors about them. All of these is what amounts to cyberbullying. And it can have a very devastating effect or impact on the victim, which may lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and even sometimes by also blackmailing them, it can lead them to suicide. So it can even have profound impact on the mental health of the victim, and that is the discourse of today. Cyberbullying can have profound impact on the mental health of the victim. The constant the constant exposure to abuse and harassment can cause anxiety, can even lead them to depression. And the victims may experience sleeping difficulties, low self-esteem, and even PTSD, in other words known as post-traumatic stress disorder. These are the many effects, the many mental effects of cyberbullying, to know why it is bad. And when this happens, when you bully people online, by either threatening them, by either embarrassing them or posting hateful messages about them online, on Instagram and the rest of them, impersonating them, sending sexually explicit images about them online, posting them online, it can make such people withdraw from family, friends, and even avoid social gatherings and situations. So some victims may even begin to develop the feeling of suicide, begin to develop and engage in self-harm or some suicidal behaviors. And the psychological damage caused by cyberbullying can be long-lasting, and in many cases, it can be permanent. Now, we're going to look into very shortly the legal implication of cyberbullying. Like I said, before we do a thing, it is important we understand that the things we do have legal implications. There's hardly no activity on earth today that is not regulated by law. Every action we take as people, as human beings, have laws regulating them. There are even laws regulating animals. So talk of mentioning humans. So what are the legal implications of cyberbullying? What are the legal consequences? What do you stand to suffer if you are caught harassing people on the cyberspace? First, we need to state that we have what we call the Cyber Crimes Act of 2015. Yes. And that act prohibits and penalizes cyberbullying. The act states in section 24, subsection 2, that any person who intentionally transmits any communication through a computer to bully or threaten or harass another person, where such communication places another person in fear of death, violence, or bodily harm, or to another person commits an offense under the act and shall be liable on conviction to a 10 years and for a minimum of 25 million naira. Maybe you didn't hear that, I'll read it again. The law says if you are caught and apprehended and you are found guilty of the offense of cyberbullying, that any person who intentionally means, if you have the requisite mens rea, in law there's something we call mens rea, and maybe I should just digress a little to teach you just a little about mens rea. Mens rea means the mental elements of an offense. In other words, it is not just the act of, for example, killing a person that constitutes murder. The law requires a mental element. In other words, the law requires that the person must have had the requisite intentionality, must have the requisite, intention to kill a person before the person can be found guilty. And when that mens rea is missing, even if the victim dies, the law cannot hold the person accountable or responsible criminally. And the likely maximum is actus non facit reum missing mens rea. What that means is that if a person does a thing, that the act does not constitute a guilt unless done with a guilty mind. So your mind must be guilty of the offense before the law can also make your act or the act guilty of the same offense. Secondly, let's delve into personality of cyberbullying. Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, in section 37, guarantees the right to privacy. And the right to dignity of human person is also guaranteed in section 43 of the same constitution, which can be violated by cyberbullying. Now, under the Nigerian Constitution, the right to privacy and dignity is guaranteed in section 27 and 43 respectively. Cyberbullying can violate this right in several ways. And one of the ways cyberbullying can violate the law is that the publication of private information about a person without their consent can be considered a violation of their privacy. When you post a sexual explicit image, what I mean by that, when you post a naked picture of a person without their consent, is in violation of section 37 of our Constitution, 1999. Second, the use of photographs or videos of an individual without their consent can also be considered a violation of their privacy and their dignity. Third, the public shaming or humiliation of an individual that comes with cyberbullying can also be considered as a violation of their privacy and their dignity. Additionally, the person or the victim may also suffer some psychological damages, which can include PTSD, like I said. Also, depression can also set in. Yes, cyberbullying can cause sadness, can cause hopelessness, can even cause, isolation. And all of these things can lead to the depression of the person who has been a victim of cyberbullying. Also anxiety. Anxiety means to put the person, in constant fear, uncertainty, and this can lead to anxiety and also stress. Then how do we prevent cyberbullying? If you begin to send, sexually explicit images to you, and you don't like it, every social media has a report and block icon. Are you following me? Yes, you don't even need to have it. You don't even need to have to chat a person before you can report and block the person. If the person is posting things that do not edify you as a person, that doesn't edify your brain, doesn't edify your spirit, you can simply report and block the DM privately and begin to report to your parents. You can report to management, you can report to the police, and they will make sure that such a person is brought to justice. Are you with me? Yes. Most of them will hide impedance, they hide fake identities online. But then, that was... So put your hands together, please. Thank you very much for having me.
So I want to ask one girl called Dubai girl who is bullying you. What did I say? Who can tell me what is defined for cyber?
Cyberbullying is 25 million naira.
Of defamation. So let's start. It's any statement that can cause injury to a person's reputation. The Supreme Court, in the case of Chicken Security Service and Dog Farms Limited vs. Slumberger, defined defamation as the injury occasioned to another person's reputation, either in written form or by spoken words. I'm going to give an example. Let's say Peter and John are friends, but as a result of certain circumstances, they got into a fight. And let's say Peter was jealous of Paul, and he goes to tell people or tell his other classmates that, okay, Paul is a thief. What Peter has done is called defamation. Why? Because he has downgraded and ruined the reputation of Paul, in the sense that Paul is now labeled a thief. Defamation can come in different ways. Defamation can be by false posts, false comments, and posting false statuses. Okay, I'll give this example. I know many of us we are very familiar with TikTok, and so we see some videos, and what we do is go to the comment section and start saying weird, downgrading, and insulting things about a person. This is what I mean. Let's say, okay, let me use this example. Let's say Dangote and Otedola. We have this, the new refinery here. And so, because you are not in support of the government, or because you are not in support of anything, you go further and tell people that, okay, this refinery is run with blood money, is run with stolen money. That singular act is called defamation.
It can affect the victim physically. It can lead the person into harassment, depression, and so many other ways.
Let's put our hands together for our person. It damages the reputation of that person. Who can tell me how it affects psychologically?
It can affect him psychologically because it can lead to depression and lead to suicide.
Please put your hands together for you. Leads to suicide. Yes. Okay. So the next topic we go to is who can sue in a case of defamation. Does anybody have an idea? Who can sue in this case of defamation?
The lawyer.
Thank you very much.
Police.
Thank you very much. They all try. The person who has the legal right to sue is the injured party. The injured party. Okay. The ingredients of defamation. And one, we have, if he or she is able to prove that the statement which was made was false. The second one, if the statement in question refers to the victim directly or indirectly. The third one, if the statement was published. The fourth one, if the statement can cause damage to the reputation of the victim. Now, after stating this or proving this essential ingredients to the court, it is left for the court to determine the quantum of the damages. That is, it's left for the court at its or at her discretion to award damages to the victim. Now, okay, so the question goes like this. What are the two kinds of defamation. Anybody with an idea? You come.
The cyber and the physical.
Okay, that's not it though. That is the effect.
Psychological and physical.
Oh, okay, let me tell you. The two kinds or types of defamation are libel and slander. Libel is defamation by writing, while slander is defamation by spoken word. So writing false comments or false information on your status about a person is defamation. Why saying is libel? Why saying it out is slander? Okay, I don't know if you remember when the video was trending. There were I think 3 girls that came out.
Yes, it has.
To understand the legal implication of defamation. Then
Master Fresher, Isaac, Europe, and their wonders.
Europe and their wonders. Therefore, that's not his full name.
His Royal Majesty Master Fresher Omwawuli Europe and their wonders.
Sorry. Okay, his full name is Ename Gwono. My next question. The first speaker spoke about
Some of you never knew I was sitting down there because I'm dressed like a student. And I said I chose to dress like this because I came to learn. Have you learned 1 or 2 things today? Okay? If you have not learned anything, at least by now you should know the meaning of bullying, defamation, cyberbullying, and so on and so forth. I'm going to ask you a question, but before that, I want to appreciate, first and foremost, our mommies. Please, can you put your hands together for them? For supporting these wonderful people. I want to appreciate the convener, that is Emaniguano, Iraq and Wonders. I want to appreciate all the alumni seated and all protocols duly observed. Appreciate you all. Jesus Christ never built a building. Have you ever thought of this before? He never left a building in his name. He didn't build any building, he was building people. He was building people. So that means building people is more important than building buildings. The best legacy you can leave as a human being is the information and the education you give to others. Now let me ask you a question. When you die, all the knowledge you have, what will happen to them? I'm also asking the teachers, the parents, what will die to? All the knowledge you have, what will happen to them? I'm not expecting you to answer the question. This is not the question I'm going to ask you. I'm just saying it in my own talk. That you need to educate people. You need to pass information, value to people. You need to add value to them. And that is why these ones have taught it good and pleasant to come and give you information. Now you have added value. Because when you came, some of you never knew the meaning of PTSD. But by the time you are leaving this place, you know the meaning. So, value has been what? Added. That's life. Build people. And that's what they have come to do, to give you information. Now, if you go through history, all great leaders, study them very well, you discover that they were focused on building people. Elijah was focused on Elisha. He gave him his mantle. David was focused on Solomon. He gave him his crown. Jesus was focused on Peter. He gave him the church. What legacy will you leave behind? Now, these people have made impacts in my life and in your life. For the rest of your life, you will not forget. They have made impact in our life. So what are you building? Some of us are busy chasing shadows. You want to have money? Or you thought we'll bring them to come and teach you how to make money, how to... No. What we have taught you today is more than thousands, millions of dollars. So once again, I want you to put your hands together for them. Because what we have done today is going to go down the history of this school. That the alumni body and some other people came to make impact in our lives and in our school. What is the meaning of PTSD? If you know it, raise up your hand.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Please, can you put your hands together?
Organizers of this talk, we present this to you for being attentive throughout the session. Thank you. Your hands, if you're happy and you really want to show it, clap your hands. Thank you very much. Obukoko Imamu Favor, and I'm a graduate of law from Delta State University. First of all, I want to thank the school authority for allowing this segment to come to pass. And I also want to thank the organizers, Wonders and his team for putting this wonderful talk together. I hope you have learned a lot from this segment. Thank you very much. So I have a story to tell you. Can we be quiet? That's nice. I have a story to tell you, and it centers on this cyberbullying online. And it happened to a 10-year-old girl who was a pupil in one of the schools outside the country. Whenever she goes to school, her friends, they normally bully her. They call her all sorts of names. She was not happy with it. Then she decided to tell her mother, she said, I don't want to go to school anymore. I just want to stay at home. Just get me a teacher who will be teaching me. I can't face this bully I'm getting from school. Do you know what the students did? When they saw she was not coming to school, then they resorted to social media. Because there are some groups, there are some classes that have WhatsApp groups and other groups. So they resorted to social media and they were calling her all sorts of names. And one day, her elder sister was looking for her. Do you know where they found her? They found her dead inside a closet. She hung herself with a scarf. That is how cyberbullying can really affect students. They can no longer perform well academically. They can no longer express themselves the way they want to express themselves. They will not have low self-esteem. So what I want to tell you today, if you have anyone bullying you here in school, do not keep your mouth shut. Because if you keep your mouth shut, nobody might really know what is happening to you. You will not perform well in school. When they close, you just quickly carry your bag and you run away. So make sure I believe you have form teachers. You have form teachers, right? You have some teachers, you have guidance counselors. You have some teachers that are close to you. You report the matter to them. You understand me? I believe some persons are being bullied here. For the senior students, you have WhatsApp groups, right? You don't have... It's okay. I your name through Facebook, I will see your profile. Is that whenever you are being bullied, do on your ears. Say, do not keep. You start not careful. You don't send your pictures to persons you just meet online. It is very, very bad. So this is a story of an 18-year-old girl who had, I don't know if it's, I'll call it a lover or a boyfriend. And she took a private picture of herself. Do you know what a private picture is? Yes. So she took a private picture of herself and she sent it to the boy. Then after some time, they broke up. And when they broke up, do you know what the boy did? He sent that picture to about 50 group chats of different schools within the community. And whenever she comes out, people will be like, is this not that girl? She was being bullied. People were sending her text messages. Some of them were sending it to her WhatsApp, to her Instagram, to her Facebook. She was not happy. And there was a day she said, I can no longer do this. And she committed suicide. So this is the extreme things that can happen to someone if you are being bullied online. And I was also a group or something within the school where students can be able to express themselves. Because sometimes students are not able to express themselves because maybe they say teachers.
For being a speaker at this symposium. God bless you. Please put your hands together for me. Legal Symposium. Please put your hands together for her. And wonders as the facilitator and the convener of this powerful symposium. Please, can you put your hands together for wonders? Symposium. For Natasha. And as a facilitator, please put your hands together for Michelle. One more time. For your support and being a facilitator. One more time, let's put our hands together for this wonderful, fresh boy.
Okay, before I give the vote of thanks, I just want to say a little bit of something. So, he spoke about bullying. I want to tell you that I was a victim of bullying when I was growing up. But all those people that bullied me, it was because I let them. And today, they are not better than me. I realized that it was when I came to the realization that nobody is better than me. That nobody can be like me. That I agreed to never allow anybody, and I stood up to them. So I want to use this video to encourage you that when anybody whatsoever stand up, if they raise their hand to beat you, to beat them back. Yes. Because if you don't stand up that you have met today. Now, without wasting any time, before I go start taking anybody, I want to thank God for his help. I want to thank him for keeping us, for allowing this. Because if it weren't for God, we wouldn't have been able to do this. I want to also thank my co-facilitator, Master Fresher, and everyone know Wonders. I want to also thank Ifeanyi for his support. I want to thank my co-facilitators. I want to thank Honorable Justice Okuko Favor. I want to thank my dear friend. I don't know what I'm forgetting me right now. I want to thank Miss Grace Favor, past Miss Fresher, 2021 stars 2022 sets. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank my first runner-up, Miss Fresher, Miss Henrietta, Her Royal Majesty Miss Henrietta. I want to thank Miss Natasha for her help. I want to thank Miss Victoria for her contribution. I want to also thank Miss Michelle for her contribution. I want to thank Miss Neka for her contribution. I want to thank all of you for your support, for your attentive ears, for paying attention. I was really impressed. There's someone here that really impressed me. Please, can you come? I was sitting down where I was and I saw her writing. I don't like writing, but I saw her writing. She was paying rapt attention. If you ask everything that's in this book, everything they said is in this book. I want you to be like this. Pay rapt attention. Sit down. I want to thank my teachers for organizing the students. I want to take a profound thank you. I want to thank the management of the school for allowing us to bring this to you. It is with great honor because if you had not accepted, we would have done this. I want to thank my mother for her profound support. I want to thank the mother of Master Fresher for her profound support. I want to thank everybody who supports wherever you might be, who supported this event. It is because of you that this event is a profound success. And I want to thank Mr. Sam especially for giving us the permission. I want to thank everybody, and I pray that the good Lord continues to bless you all, that may you continue to be a growing and shining light wherever you are. May you continue to prosper in everything that you do, and may you be success stories that you will one day come here and stand. You will stand and you will do greater things than we have. In Jesus' name, amen.
Someone of high caliber, two distinguished lawyers in Edmonton walked in, the Assistant Campus Director of the South-South Geopolitical Zone of Lausanne, Delsu Chapter, Campus Directorate, Joshua Misan, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. And also Wisdom, one-time Master Fresher, thank you also very much for coming. Esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, participants, and revered RISA alumni. As this symposium draws to a close, it is with a profound sense of gratitude and heartfelt appreciation that I address each and every one of you. The depth of knowledge shared, the illuminating discussions, and collective synergy experienced today has been nothing short of inspiring. I would be too remiss not to extend my sincere thanks to all the speakers whose expertise and insights have ignited our minds, guiding us towards new horizons of understanding and discovery. Your contributions have been invaluable, shaping the discourse and expanding the realms of our shared knowledge. To our esteemed guests and participants, your presence and active engagement have been the cornerstone of the success of this symposium. Your enthusiasm, willingness to learn, and passion for progress has created an environment where ideas have blossomed and flourished. A special note of appreciation goes to the distinguished RISA alumni, whose legacy of excellence has paved the way for the foundation upon which we stand today. Your achievements serve as a guiding light for us all, inspiring us to aim for the pinnacle of success in our respective fields. Last but certainly not the least, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Redeemers International High School as an institution. RISA was my home. RISA was my everything when I was still here. It is within these hallowed walls of this esteemed establishment that I and many like me have skills, shaping our intellect, and defining our future. The guidance, support, and unwavering commitment of this institution has been instrumental in sculpting the person that I am today. The success of this symposium stands as a testament to the collaborative efforts of every individual involved, the speakers, participants, alumni, and the institution itself. Together, we have woven a tapestry of knowledge, experience, and shared aspirations that will resonate beyond the confines of these walls today. As we depart from this symposium, let us carry forth the inspiration and connections gathered today, fostering a spirit of collaboration and a commitment to progress in our respective endeavors. Thank you all for your unwavering support, dedication, and invaluable contributions. May the bonds forged here and knowledge gained continue to propel us forward, shaping a future filled with innovation, growth, and success. Farewell, and may the echoes of this symposium resonate in our pursuits and endeavors for many years to come. Amen. Please, Natasha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Edemna Ogenerina Michelle, and I will be conducting interviews for the Master and Miss Fresha Legal Symposium. Here with me is Her Royal Majesty Matthews Ekwadjo Elena Favour. So, Miss Fresha, what do you have to say about your experience for the legal symposium that was held today? What did you gain from the whole experience?
I have to say that I learned a lot from the legal symposium. The guest speakers, they were very, very immaculate with their words. And I have to say that I was deeply touched, and I learned a lot about the effects of cyberbullying and its implications, its legal implications, and how we can be liable.
Thank you very much for your time.
Alright.
Okay, guys, here with me is Asoya Somto. She's the head girl of Limas International High School, Asaba, and I'll be asking her what she learned from this experience. So, moving forward, what will you do with this knowledge that you have gained? How will you apply it? For example, you are faced with this situation of cyberbullying. How can you apply what you have learned today?
Okay, basically, I've learned a lot from today about cyberbullying, and I even learned a lot of things that I didn't even know before. But now, as an individual, how I'm going to use this is that if I'm ever bullied online or on the cyberspace, I'll make sure I report to the right authorities and make sure that the person that's the bully is going to be punished severely for that action.
Thank you very much for your time. Yes, with me is Mr. Ajiboye Samuel, the principal of the esteemed Limas International High School, Asaba, and I will be asking him what his experience was today learning from us. He said that he learned a lot of things, so I want to ask him what he learned from today's experience.
Alright, thank you so much. Firstly, I want to appreciate the convener and the organizers for this powerful program. Personally, I've learned so many things. At least, if I cannot mention everything, they taught us the effect of cyberbullying and defamation, and they said it is PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress.
Okay, so I have one more question for you. If a student at Limas International High School was faced with a case of cyberbullying, as the principal, what will you do to prevent it or help the victim?
It's okay, when we hear or something, we call the parents to work together with the parents, because we can't take up any case on our own. So we work together with the parents. We have a lawyer in the school. We have, yes, a legal practitioner that assists us in things like this. He supports us and he gives us advice on how to go. So we call him and he tells us what to do.
Thank you, sir. To me, is the convener of this whole event. He is the Master Fresha, the Master Delcy second runner-up. So I want to ask him how he feels with this whole event, how he was able to put everybody together, because organizing an event like this is not easy, we can all agree. So I just want to ask him the experience, how he felt for me.
Okay, thank you very much, Michelle. Okay, now I can breathe a sigh of relief. The organization of this event was not easy, but I have to bring it to my team. My team, they were very dedicated, from my Miss Fresha to all my gentlemen on skirts and trousers. They all came through for me, and also God, because it was something that it was not easy to pull off. The speakers, the guest of honors, to bring them from far and wide, to be able to converse them here today was not easy. I also have to thank the mother of the Miss Fresha, Mrs. Matthews Ekwadjo, and I also have to thank my mom, yes, because they really came to force as our sponsors. So thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. It's been a wonderful experience.
Thank you.
Hey guys, if you haven't learned anything at all from this experience, I just want to let you know that cyberbullying is a crime. You should not cyberbully anybody for any reason. And if you are faced with this experience, if it's online, you can report and block the account that is bullying you. If it's someone within your vicinity, you can report to your parents, you can report to your guardians. So we should all learn as individuals not to bully people online, because it is a crime and we can be punished for it. Thank you. And once again, I am Edemna Ogenerina Michelle. Thank you. He is Amwili Edwin. He is the Director of Sports, Los Angeles Ole Chapter. And I'm going to be asking him how he felt like as a guest speaker, how he was able to control the crowd and his experience doing that.
My name is Amwili Edwin. It was a nice experience. I got positive reactions from the students. And so I really enjoyed it, and from what I saw so far, I'm sure we were able to take one or two home, and it was really nice.